Yeah. Yep.
This is dumb.
Yeah. Always cursing.
I don't want to do this right now.
You knew we owed this to the faithful fans, to the fans that pay for this.
My back hurts.
Yeah. I know it does.
Nice glasses. Do you actually need glasses, you jackass?
No, I don't actually. Take them off. It's a good point.
Makes you so mad.
So it's over. It happened, guys.
Thank God it's over.
I mean, the rivalry is really not, but the match we knew was coming is over, and it happened, and Houston happened, and I don't really know what else to say about it. To be honest, I don't have that much to say about it.
You and I talked. We talk every day. We talked before the match, and we were both saying, "I can't wait till it's over."
Yeah.
Because here's the truth. I mean, you're one of my best friends, and competing against your friend in something when we're both competitive and we both care about it, it can lead to issues.
Yeah, we knew there was going to be speed bumps. That's the thing, is we talked about this a long time ago. When he put me through that table back in December, there was a real sense we knew that, like, okay, we're going to compete against each other. The story is going to serve it. But the thing about Schmoedown that's so interesting is that it is fantasy meets reality. It's really not just everybody that competes. We're not all super close friends. Some people you like more than other people. Some, like if your buddy is hanging with a group of people that you don't get along with that well, and then he becomes somebody you're competing against, like, it's going to cause problems. And so, I'm not going to go into any specifics, but there are friction points that have happened, and they got absolutely exemplified going into this match.
I mean, I'm glad that we're at the age we're at now.
Yeah,
because like a younger me, would have.
I don't
know what I don't know what I would have done. I don't know what I would have done. It might have been like a real problem in our friendship.
Yeah, I mean, I hit you with a chair. So
you hit me with a chair, and we both really care about this. Like, Ben, you talk a lot more openly about studying and watching movies, and your whole 100 movies.
Right.
I have all these things. I have movies. We talk religiously about how we don't even get to watch movies that we enjoy anymore, or not. That's not the right way to put it. We don't get to rewatch movies that we love because it's a waste of time when you need to be studying.
Yeah. It feels like when you see when I watch movies on airplanes, I'm on something like 15 airplanes a month, and when I watch movies on airplanes, I watch bad movies I've never seen before over like classics that I've seen, because I'm like, well, date night's on this flight. I guess I better see how much a date night I can get done, because there's probably some actor in date night that I'm going to get asked about someday.
Or like someone will mention said actor or said film that you haven't seen. You're like, okay, cool. Now I need to know who directed it. I need to know who started it. I need to know what year it came out. I need to know. Well, I don't really know what year it came out. Let's be honest. But like, you do. You got it's changed and ruined movie watching for, I'd say, 99% of competitors that want to be champions.
Yeah, we have the luxury of doing shows together and having content that we make together like this, so that we are forced to work through anything shitty that happens. So like in the week leading up to the match, we had a conversation on the phone where I effectively told you had nothing to lose in this match. I had everything to lose.
Yeah, and it pissed me off. It really did. It really did. And I didn't say anything to you because I know how much you care.
Yeah.
And I don't think you care more than I do. I really don't. I just think that we have different ways of caring.
Yeah.
I look at this as a platform to show people that I'm a fucking performer.
Yeah.
A true, living, breathing, that's all I want to do. You are also a performer, but you also are trying to prove that you are one of the greatest people at movie trivia out there. I'm not. I know that. I've had great moments, and I know a lot more about movies than the general public.
Yeah, you know a lot about movies.
But when you told me that I had nothing to lose, that was when it started to kind of tiptoe into our friendship. Because it was like, you know me.
Yeah.
I'm probably the most competitive person you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And it wasn't a mind game when you saying that.
No, it was just an arrogant
thing. It was just an arrogant. It's not even arrogant. I just think maybe you just weren't thinking about it because you know me well enough to know that, like, me winning a belt at the end of 2019 is not my goal.
Well, it is.
A singles belt.
I mean, it is. It's just not your only goal. It's not the primary reason you're in it.
Right, but it's just not going to happen. I just don't see it happening. Whereas
Sure.
like a team belt at the end of 2019, totally can see it
Oh,
happen.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, team belt in 2017, 2018, 2019, I can see all these things happening much, much more. And it's not because I get carried by my teammate. It's because I just don't like. I enjoy, and I've talked to you and Christian about this a good amount. Teams is where personalities thrive and
Yeah.
where drama thrives. Whereas, like, now that the singles has gotten so serious, a lot of the time it's just two people sit down, they do their thing, and they walk away.
And a lot of the fans want that. That's what the singles game is. I
Yep.
mean, we knew basically that going into this match that there was a chance it would cause a real not like a horrible rift, but like a rift. I think we knew that it was a risk. And it was a risk we were willing to take. That I'm glad we did. The match was unbelievable. We got an incredible product, and there was a lot of. I mean, first of all, the rivalry is not over. You still are on a team that is in a faction that is against my faction.
Yeah, our paths are still going just like this in teams. They will collide unless for some reason the family just completely shits the bed, which we won't, because even if I do, which I can, Drew McQueenie is one of the greatest to ever play the game.
He's incredible.
He really is.
So there's some more behind the scenes stuff, maybe a little more specific that we don't want to share in this part of the video. There's a small number of patrons that are really, really devoted action fans. They want to hear what we have to say.
They've watched every one of these.
That's what we're going to share, I think. So stay tuned kind of towards the end of this video if you want to hear some of that stuff. There was some weird behind the scenes stuff that we want to talk about, but I don't think we're going to put it here. And then, I think the last thing to talk about is... No, I think we'll save it.
You want to save it?
I think we should save
Nothing else.
I mean, there's stuff we could say. It's just like this is public. This is the public part of the video.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Were you worried that you were going to choke? Like, I know leading up to it for the longest time you were fine. And then I know about a week out you started to waver. You started to doubt yourself a little bit.
This is what happened. I know that I, on a pure knowledge basis, am one of the best players that's ever played.
Yep.
I know it.
Yep.
I know it because my stats say it. I know it because the percentages favor me. I absolutely know that. I've been talked about as this great player, and I haven't won in a lot of big moments. And so even though it's only a few questions that have reflected it, it's really like there's like 5 or 6 questions ever that have like really been in big moments that or my opponent has just gotten their 5, whatever it is.
Right.
The narrative for this match was supposed to be that I choke at live events and I choke in big moments. And that all the pressure was on me because if I lose, I don't have a singles, I don't get to play in a singles tournament. And that you didn't care, that was like, Drew doesn't care, he's got nothing to lose, right? That was the story they were pushing.
That's basically the dastardly narrative, always.
So as we were leading up to the show, I started thinking about the reality of it and like how easy it is to lose a match. And it started to, I wasn't worried about losing. I just was like.
You were worried about things not going your way.
I can pinpoint every single moment. I can pinpoint every single like mistake choke moment that I've ever had in Schmoedown. I remember all of them.
I think we all do.
I remember the second in my mind that happened before I didn't answer the question correctly. I remember the second that happened in my mind when I decided to write the wrong answer. Like they're all like these little like, feelings that I can remember. And it doesn't matter how many times you do that, just like in sports, you commit an error or whatever, you still worry it might happen.
Yeah.
And I was really not thrilled about the idea of this match ending. And there was other things too. The story match with me and Dagnino versus you and McQueenie, which obviously it's not a fake match, but it's a slanted match in terms of
handicap. Slight handicap.
Even though I knew I was playing that match for the sake of the story, I still lost it, and it still was part of the narrative that all I was doing was losing in 2019. That's the thing that sucks. That's the part of this that's like, it's not anyone's fault. It's just that we're combining wrestling with a sport. We're
combining wrestling with a sport that has no predetermined factor.
You don't get to say to the commissioner, I'm not going to play that match because I don't gain anything from it. Like, he'll be like, okay, you're fired.
Right.
I'm going to get another performer who will play it because...
He would never say that.
Like, you have to, within reason, he's not going to say to Merle, play Drew again. Okay, if you don't, you're fired. Like, that's a true, you have nothing to gain from that match moment. Like,
and Dan knows that.
Yeah.
Dan and I will probably never, ever play again unless I go on a singles run and he still has the belt.
I hope you do. I hope
I really do.
But
Dan does not like me.
I
I met his mother.
Really?
And her brother.
Yeah.
She's like, you should be nicer to my son.
Oh no!
I was like, I'm not this person. I promise.
It's all a character.
It's all a character. Yeah.
So anyway, I think that's gonna let's cut it.
Yeah,
there.
we'll cut it there. We don't need to let anything else go to the general public.
Yeah. So let's get into part 2 of this video.
Okay.